Welcome back. The meeting was called underway at 7 p.m. and absent from this meeting was Councilman Jack Spears. All other council members were in attendance, and we got right underway with the first item up for discussion, which was item number 3 on the agenda, discussion and possible action on a request from Cherokee Nation to approve blocking Muskogee Avenue between Going Snake and Morgan Streets from 6 p.m. until 11 p.m. on June 13th, 2009 for Tahlequah, the Art of Living Festival, and allowing temporary signs to be placed in front of businesses for the Art Walk. Donna Tennant was on hand to tell us some more about this.
The entire event is called Tahlequah, the Art of Living. And we felt like that just summed up what Tahlequah is. We love it here, we want to live here, and we feel like living here is an art form in itself. No, teasing. Anyway, we thought we would just express that in many different ways. But one thing that we're going to do is an art walk. And what that consists of is we're going to start with the merchants at Going Snake. We started talking to the merchants all the way down Muskogee Avenue. So we'll start with the merchants on Going Snake all the way down to Tahlequah. And any of the merchants on Muskogee Avenue, and we've had one merchant just one block off of Muskogee that's wanted to be involved, they have offered to host an artist in their shop. And so we will match up an area or a local or regional artist with that merchant. In the courthouse square, we will have Cherokee cultural demonstrations, foods, Cherokee music, you know, all things Cherokee down there. And then the music festival that's being put on by, we're partnering with The Current. They're getting a lot of different kinds of music to come in, and that'll start about 2 or 3. But Tom says he's got bands knocking on our door wanting to come to Tahlequah play for this event. That we would like to hold in Norris Park, and we have our own stage. Cherokee Nation will provide, you know, all certificates of insurance and everything like that. What we are asking for is for a street to be blocked from Going Snake to Morgan, just in the evening, from 6 to 11.
Council, do we have a motion for approval of the request for the blocking of Muskogee Avenue between Going Snake and Morgan Streets with the provisions as the chief has indicated, and allowing the temporary signs to be placed in front of the businesses along Muskogee Avenue for the period of time of the festival?
So moved.
Mr. Nichols has a motion. Is there a second? Mr. Turney has a second. Any other discussion by the council? Any comments or questions by the public? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Councilor Turney?
Yes.
Councilor Bradley?
Yes.
Councilor Nichols?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Travis Owens, also from Tahlequah, the Art of Living Festival, was on hand to ask permission to allow a wine tasting booth at the festival. Let's see what the council members had to say about that one.
Travis,
okay.
Welcome. Good evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's another aspect to this festival that you're going to cover.
As another aspect to this event, we'd like to ask the city to approve a wine tasting held in Norris Park. The tasting would be held in a somewhat confined area, be a fenced-off area. Would only allow access to people with wristbands, which they would gain by paying a $5 charge, which would allow them to come in and taste the different wines. Any drink after that would be an additional charge per each wine and beer vendor that's there. We see this as a way to promote agritourism. I'm sure you all know that agritourism is a very growing thing right now. It helps support the local economies, the wineries, and those local growers that support those wineries. The $5 that'll be charged will go to help pay for the cost of the bands, because this is being provided as a free event. We feel that this wine tasting will help to attract some outside visitors to Tahlequah that might be followers of these wineries. You know, we have our wineries coming from up north around Bonita, about 4 wineries coming in from all around the state. So we feel that this would help to attract some additional traffic to Tahlequah, maybe a different type of tourist that might come in that might not come just for the art alone. this is a value-added thing for the event, we feel. As for securing the area, as I said before, we would propose that it be in this fenced-in area. We would ask some off-duty reserves to come in and patrol the area and secure the area. Also volunteer staff from the nation, people within the city as well. And then this tasting would be held from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., which would allow sufficient time after that for the concert to still be going on. As for insurance coverage, C&E has liquor liability insurance that will cover the event.
So this is just wine tasting then?
Wine and beer. We
Wine
have
and
some local.
Is it Oklahoma-related breweries as well?
I believe there's 2 Oklahoma-related breweries, and then to give those others an additional taste, that would be like Budweiser, that sort of thing there as well. But
Chalk Beer and Marshall Brewery. Chalk with pizza from California.
Pete's will be here, yeah, okay.
Joe's coming, Joe's coming.
Mr. Attorney, we do not have a special event license for this that I'm aware of. The organizations that are involved with pulling it all together, basically, as I've informed Donna previously, to the best of my understanding, basically just needs to make sure they're in compliance with the provisions of the Able Commission in the state of Oklahoma.
Yes, there is not a specific license that they need to purchase through the city of Tahlequah. They will need to comply with all the state licensing requirements and then secure permission from the city council to conduct the event.
Very good. And of course, that's what they're here for with this particular request.
And I would point out that if the council is so inclined, that the motion would need to include both the wine and the beer, because the agenda item itself just says wine.
Okay. Yeah, we would ask that that would be a wine and beer tasting.
Very good. Any other questions for the council? Can we have a motion?
Mayor, I move that we approve allowing a wine and beer tasting booth at the Tahlequah Art of Living Festival.
Thank you, Ms. Bradley, for the motion. Is there a second to the motion?
In Morris Park.
Second.
Yeah. Any other comments or questions from the public? Clerk, call the roll, please. Travis, thank you.
Counselor Turning?
Yes.
Counselor Bradley?
Yes.
Counselor Nichols?
Yes.
Motion carried.
To print off a copy of the City Council agenda, go to intv.me. And stay right where you are, because we'll be right back with more coverage of the City Council meeting.